Hello everybody, welcome back to Sunday Makeover. I've got a video that I've never done before today and I'm going to show you a bridal makeup look for you. This is really simple to do and it's using the Naked palette, the first ever Naked palette. It's very elegant and very natural, so I'm just going to get straight into it and get on with the video. So the first product that I'm going to use, because I have oily skin, I spoke about this in my last video, is the Dermalogica Multi-Active Toner. So I'm just going to spritz this all over my face to soak up any oil. Very hydrating. Gives my skin a lot of moisture, but also soaks up all the oil that I don't want. Okay, now because this is a bridal makeup look, and if you're the bride, which, yeah, you will be if it's a bridal makeup look, unless you want to do it on your bridesmaids, but anyway, this makeup look is going to have to last all day, so I'm going to use my MAC Prep and Prime, and I'm just going to spritz this all over my face. Because I have a tan right now, I'm using a foundation that will match my skin tone. This is the Rimmel London 25 Hour Lasting Finish foundation in the colour 200 Soft Beige. So I'm just going to apply quite a fair amount of this on my face because I want it to last throughout the day. So I'm just going to add a little bit and then build it up as I go. Okay, so I've just dubbed some of that on my face. Now, the brush that I'm using is the Nancy Flawless Foundation brush. This is a lovely brush, so I'm just going to blend it in circular motions. Okay, so now that I've applied the foundation all over my face, I'm going to go in with concealer. This concealer is a little bit too bright, but hopefully I can make it work. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the same brush because it's still got some darker product on it. So I'm going to use this brush and just dab the concealer in. Okay, so that is the concealer applied. I'm now going to go in with some cream contour. So I'm using the Estee Lauder cream contour and highlight kit. The highlight's a little bit too dark for my skin tone, so if I've got a tan then I sometimes like to use it as concealer, but I didn't today, so I'm going to use the contour colour in the middle there. For that I'm going to be using the Cleof brush. It is a small thin brush, and I'm just going to get some product on the brush and apply where I would normally contour. Okay, so that is the contour applied to where I want it for now. Now I'm just going to blend that in with another Cleof oval brush, but To make my contour last longer and to make the contour easier to blend, I'm going to spray the brush with some Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. And I'm just going to blend, blend, blend. Okay, so I want a little bit more bronze here, so I'm just going to apply a little bit more cream contour around my jawline. Okay, so that is the contouring done. As you can see, that's tanned my face up a lot more now, so it's very natural to my skin tone. Now I need to set all of that, so I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Matte Makeup powder, and I'm just going to use a Real Techniques fluffy blush brush. Okay, so that is all of my face makeup set and should help that last all day. So now to set my cream contour, I'm going to go over with a bit of my Bobbi Brown bronzer with the same brush that I normally use, and I'm just going to go over, bronze up my face a little bit more. Okay, so now I have bronzed, I'm now going to go in with a blush because you still want that bit of pink in your cheeks. Makes it look very, very pretty. So I'm going to use my Collection blush and the same brush that I bronzed with, and I'm just going to smile and put the blush on the apples of my cheeks. That gives me a lovely bit of colour there. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to do my eye makeup now. So for this I'm going to be using the Naked palette. This is the first Naked palette and I've had this for ages and I absolutely love it. So I'm just going to zoom the camera in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I hope you can see clearly there, guys. So I'm going to start off by using the brush that comes with the Naked palette, and I'm going to start off by using the shade Sin, the lovely pretty pink shade, and I'm just going to get that all over the end of my brush and pack it onto my eyelid. Now, because this is quite a elegant and pretty natural bridal makeup, I'm using this pink colour because it's a lovely subtle colour, but then it gives off that little bit of shimmer. So it'll make it quite obvious that you've got colour on your lids, but it's not over the top. So the next colour that I'm going to use is Naked, which is a brown colour, and I'm just going to go in the outer crease of my eye. Okay, so I've just added a little bit of brown into the outer corner of my eye and in my crease. So I'm now going to go in with the shade Buck, which is a darker brown colour, and I'm just going to go in the outer V of my eye just to give it a little bit more depth. Okay, so I've just applied the shade Buck to my outer V of the eye just to give it that little bit more depth, and I think that looks really pretty. So for this look I'm not going to apply any eyeliner because I want it to be subtle, and I feel like sometimes eyeliner can make it go a little bit over the top. So I'm going to leave eyeliner for today because I just prefer this look without. So next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a coat of mascara, and for this I'm going to be using the Maybelline Push Up Angel Mascara. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that now for you. Okay, so I've just applied that mascara to my lashes. The reason why I use this mascara is because the applicator on it is lovely. It's really good at fanning out your lashes and putting them really separate, and it just looks really pretty, and it gives it a nice fanning effect towards the edge of the eye, and it just looks really natural, and I think it really pulls this look together. So the next thing that I'm going to do is apply highlighter. I'm actually applying 2 highlighters today because it's a wedding, you want it to last all day, so I'm going to apply as much as I can and make it look as natural as I can. So first highlighter I'm using is a creamy mascara. The first highlighter that I'm using is a creamy highlighter. It's the Maybelline Master Strobing Stick. So I'm just going to apply that just on this outer V here because I don't want my face to go too shiny throughout the day. I just want a nice little glow on the outer area of my face, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply that now. And the brush that I'm using to buff this in with is the Nancy Flawless Foundation brush again, and I'm just going to buff that in. Okay, I'm going to go in with a second highlighter now, and I'm going to be using the highlighter in the NYX Pro Contour and Highlight Palette. And the brush that I'm using for this is once again the Nancy but fan brush. So I'm just going to grab a bit of product on the brush, tap off the excess and apply the highlighter.